right, hit me. Let's see what we got going. I wonder if he plays the harpo. Get it right, I'm handing over $2K. Just step up and take a swing at this one. If Richard Marx recorded an album devoted to the philosophies of Karl Marx, which of these songs would you definitely not hear? Religion is the opium of the people, the history of class struggles, the ballad is stronger than the bullet, or to each according to his needs? The ballad is stronger than the bullet is something Abe Lincoln said. Same era as Karl Marx, but an opposing view on the topic. I don't know about this idea for a Marxist Richard Marx album, though. If he did record it, he wouldn't be allowed to sell it. He'd only be able to give it away to those who needed it. And who needs another Richard Marx album? Okay. And this one is When Gomer Comes Marching Home. $1,000 if you get it. Okay, now listen up. Suppose Gomer Pyle comes home from the Marines to visit his cousin Goober in the Andy Griffith spin-off Mayberry RFD. How would Goober explain the RFD and Mayberry RFD to Gomer?
It's on account of rural free delivery. It's that there Radio Free Durham. It's the Regional Fire District. Or it's the darn Royal Farm Deputy.
Go get it!
This'll just be our little secret.
Hey, got a minute? Take a look at a right answer. Rural Free Delivery was started in 1896 to provide mail service to small towns and rural areas. It also meant that Gomer and Goober didn't have to drive all the way to the drugstore in Mount Pilot every month to buy Jugs magazine. I need a category. The selection is, the opening night party must suck. This one's worth $1,000. Get this, you've paid hundreds of dollars for tickets to the latest Andrew Lloyd Webber musical, waited months for the opening to arrive. That night you put on your best formal attire and head for the theater. But guess what? When you arrive at the theater, you see a sign up. No theater, spelled with an H, is a stylized form of Japanese theater. And you know what they say, no theater is good theater. Category, please.
You can't stop at 3, no, you gotta have 4, yeah!
This one's called Strange Doings on the Eve of Revolution. $2,000 for a correct answer. All right, listen closely. During a meeting at the offices of a local political group, a doctor falls down and begins to babble and shiver because of alcohol withdrawal. What just happened? The SS had low IQs and high BP? The MC felt G-force in DC this AM? The VP went to LA to work KP for the MP? Or the MD had DTs at the HQ of the CP? Take it! The doctor of medicine experienced delirium tremens at the headquarters of the Communist Party. Yet another reason communism keeps failing. They can't hold their liquor. Okay, pick a category.
Let's blow this time and head for number 5.
Here we have the facts behind air supply. Looks like this one's going for $1,000. Okay, listen up and get ready to complete this analogy. Oxygen is to air as celery is to V8, Goodyear blimp is to helium, sauerkraut juice is to Clamato, or Roquefort is to Laughing Cow cheese. Go get it! Oh, the humanity! See, now, I could have given you some cash if you pick this. V8 is a blend of different juices, including celery, and air is a blend of 11 gases, including oxygen. And in certain parts of New Jersey, they're both equally thick and spicy. Okay, I need a category. Okay, give it up for designer jeans and world cultures. You get this one right and it's $3,000. Put it in gear, cause here we go. Considering the meaning of the brand name, which designer jeans would you expect to have been designed by merry bands of roving gypsies? Jordache, check. Gitano, or Sergio Valente? Go for it! Gitano means gypsy in both Spanish and Italian. Oh, look, a crystal ball. I need a cat.
7, lucky, lucky 7.
Say hello to, they turn the local ziggurat into a multiplex. And it's worth $2,000 if you get this one right. Let's see if you can wrap your head around this. Based on the name alone, what kind of movie would an ancient Mesopotamian expect to see if he went to see Ishtar? A documentary about blacksmiths, a pornographic movie, a musical, or a science fiction epic?
You'll want to put some ice on that.
Let's take a look at the right answer. Ishtar was a goddess of lust, so your Mesopotamian friend might expect to see some skin.
Cut! This scene is all about strong men who can also be gentle. Remember, this time once you're spent, cuddle.
Okay, pick a category. Uh-oh, blah, 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 blah.
It's time for a quiver's henchman.
Let's see if you can make sense of this gibberish category. Broken bones and inopportune noises. I'd say $5,000 sounds like a good place to start this gibberish question. Now, don't get nervous, but the more time you take, the less cash you get. All right, tell me, which film title does this rhyme with? Me thing squish, stay splint. And don't think about that punctuation. First clue, the story of a horribly burned man. The story of a horribly burned man that won the 1996 Best Picture Oscar. Last clue, make your move, type your... The English Patient is a very, very good movie. I haven't seen it, and I don't really plan to, but I can tell you that it's very, very good. All right, hit me.
Aloha, question number 9.
The category, playing footsies with men in armor. This one can net you $1,000. Put your tray in the upright position. It's time for takeoff. If King Arthur had gathered his knights around the Algonquin Round Table, what might they have used to fight off their enemies? Hard-hitting documentary films, rapier-like wit and biting sarcasm, pounding defensive tackles, or whipping cream and cutting boards? Take it! Now, King Arthur's knights only get out the whipping cream for the celebration after a battle. Foiled again. The Algonquin Round Table was a 1920s group of writers and artists known for their sharp wit.
Battle axes and broadswords may sever my limbs, but smart-ass quips will never hurt me.
Category, please. Oh yes, it's time for your fantasies to be realized. You're joining a three-way. Alrighty, here's the deal. You're gonna see a three-way like this one. Geez, I guess somebody's not nervous about this. Well then, let's see what we've got waiting for us under the sheets. The category for this three-way is Bald, Win, or Draw. So that means this three-way is about the fabulous Baldwin boys, Alec, William, and Stephen Baldwin. Time to bust a move. Good luck.
Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes!
Okay, that's all she wrote. I wonder how you did. Don't tell me, you've just had a lot on your mind lately. Let's see if we can at least get a rise out of your overall score. Moving on, let's get back to our agenda. Okay, either you finished round 1 or you have another round to go. You know, depending on how you look at these things. Every question in round 2 is worth twice as much. I need a category.
Don't look now. It's question 11.
Now serving, I learned to give hickeys from Pez. How does $4,000 grab you? Heads up, here it comes. Which of these has never been a flavor for Pez? Chlorophyll, eucalyptus, menthol, or tobacco? Go get it! No, believe it or not, the stuff that makes plants green was once a flavor of Pez, and that stuff that makes your score green is now mine. Here's what you should have picked. Tobacco has never been a flavor for Pez. Thank God. I mean, aren't those cute little Pez dispensers addictive enough? Okay, I need a category.
I'm getting a reading of 12. Over.
Open wide and get ready for It Ain't Selling Out If You Had No Morals to Begin With. $2,000 says you don't know this one. You know, these days it seems like no musician is safe from having one of their songs turned into an advertising jingle. Imagine Grand Funk sold their songs for advertising, considering their previous name, for which of the following... No, but the smell on a Greyhound is pretty funky. Bet you wish you'd pick this. Grand Funk was once Grand Funk Railroad, just the image Amtrak needs. I hear the locomotion sleeper cars are always sold out. Okay, pick a category. This little number's known as Royal Family Member Seen with Tart. Play your cards right, you win $4,000. Okay, everybody think back to your childhood and remember that the Queen of Hearts, she baked some tarts, and then the Knave of Hearts, he stole the tarts. Judging by his playing card, how will the King of Hearts react to the news of the stolen tarts? He'll stab himself in the head, he'll give up on violence and sniff a flower, he'll chase the Knave with an axe, or he'll chase the Knave with a club. But if the King of Hearts has a club, what does the King of Clubs have? Should have picked this. Despondent over the loss of his tasty tarts, the king will plunge his dagger into his skull. You don't believe me? Look at the card. But you know, he doesn't deserve to be king if he gets so emotional over baked goods. Category, please.
Ain't no love like number 14.
Pucker up for what COPS really stands for. And get this one right, you got 4K coming your way. Okay, imagine you're a network TV exec asked to pick the name for the new crime drama with an edge. The show is gritty, realistic, and has a great pilot episode subtitled King Philip Came Over for Ginger Snaps. Based on what this... King Philip Came Over for Ginger Snaps is a mnemonic device for remembering the order in the biological classification system. Kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. And tune in for next week's very special episode titled Killer's Postcoital Overture for Gentle Snuggling. All right, hit.
Not 14, not 16, you're right in between.
Well, what do we have here? Sex, drugs, and British law. 4,000 big ones for a right answer here. Let's see how you handle this one. If musicians had had to adhere to the Magna Carta, what might rock fans have seen? King Crimson consulting with Parliament, the cars moving to opposite side of the street, Queen deporting foreign-born... Since the Magna Carta made the King of England consult Parliament before passing laws and raising taxes... It could have also made King Crimson consult George Clinton's funk band Parliament before deciding on which knee-high boots and cape to wear on tour. Okay, I need a category. You chose wisely, my friend. You just got your hands on a dis or dat. And this dis or dat questions category is... I wouldn't wear that if I were you. Okay, I'm gonna read off 7 words, and for each one I want... Oh, so you already know how to play. Okay, let's put 30 seconds on the clock then. And we're off. Cashmere, fabric... Charmin. Flannel. Lame. Quilted Northern. Burlap. you skip? LeMay. That's all she wrote. Well, you got 5 right, which is sort of like, you know what I'm saying? Well, let's throw that cash into your total. And there you have it. Let's plow ahead. I need a category.
On the big bayou in Louisiana, question 17.
For your enjoyment, in the days before McDLT, you get 4,000 clams for this one. Hungry? You will be. Get ready to fill in the missing links. 2 all-beef patties, special sauce, blank, 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 blank on a sesame seed bun. Lettuce, onions, pickles, cheese, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions, onions, lettuce, cheese, pickles, or lettuce, pickles, cheese, onions. Go get it! 2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. The famous jingle for a McDonald's Big Mac. In other words, 2 slabs of meat on some bread. Category, please. Well, the good news is you're still alive. Bad news, you just picked an impossible question. May I introduce Math and Haberdashers? And I believe we have a piddly 20 grand payoff for getting this one right. Now, you may never have thought that Alice in Wonderland's Mad Hatter and Hee Haw's Minnie Pearl had a damn thing in common, but guess again. If you subtract the number on the Mad Hatter's hat, Minnie Pearl wore a price tag on her hat that read $1.98. The Mad Hatter's hat has a note on it that reads, in this style, 10/6, and the difference is 0.31. Hey, congratulations on getting it right. You might want to take some Advil now to bring the swelling down. Okay. Well, looks like this category is, next time, let's just cuddle, Spidey. Get a right answer, you're walking away with 4 grand. Hey, remember that old nursery rhyme about Little Miss Muffet and the spider that scared her? Well, let's say the spider wants to have sex with Little Miss Muffet in true spider fashion. Because of the location of... Take it! Stick her in his armpit. You know how hard it is to get curds and whey out of your armpit hair? The correct answer is... a male spider's penis is on the tip of one of its legs. He's a real jerk about it, too. He always wants his toes sucked, but never wants to do it to her. All right, hit me. This one likes to go by Heavy Metal at Rockefeller Center. And you pocket $2,000 if you get this one. Listen up, let's say you couldn't get tickets for Radio City Music Hall. Imagine that you bought tickets for the Radioisotope Music Hall instead. Which of the following shows might you see? Corps de Ballet and Atomic Number 82, Radioactive Rockettes, the Digital Radio City Orchestra, or the Inert Gas Glee Club? Go for it! Some elements have versions with a differing number of neutrons called isotopes. Radioisotopes are radioactive isotopes, so you'd see radioactive Rockettes. I hear that the chorus line kick is much more impressive when the girls have this lovely green glow. I need a category. All rise, the attack is now in session. If you see 2 words that go together on the screen, buzz in and you think you know the attack, huh? I got news for you. Not all attacks are equal. Here's your clue. Smurf accessories. Well, I'm sure those are cute, if you really like blue. Anyway, good luck. Well, you could have done better, but then again, you didn't have any competition. Let's see your score. That's the game. Way to go, player. It's like I always say, it doesn't matter whether you win or lose, as long as you get to play with yourself. Now, get the hell away from the computer and go make some friends, because...
All right, that's one more in the can, folks.